This is Into the Fire.
I'd like to welcome the late bolter in the AFL draft, dashing half-back flanker, speedy left footer, Xavier Robins. Nice to meet you, Xavier.
Nice to meet you too, mate.
My pleasure. Now, Xavier, you're one of those cool stories. A guy who wasn't selected in the SA Academy Hub at the end of 2019, then came out and showed why he should be. How long did it take you to get over the disappointment and then motivate yourself to prove them wrong?
That's a good question. It definitely took me a while to sort of get over the disappointment of that, but at the same time, it probably was a fair enough decision. I probably wasn't playing a good enough footy at the time to be selected, but at the same time, I definitely felt like I was capable of doing that. So when I missed out, it took me a couple of weeks just to sort of fully accept it and sort of get myself back in the right headspace. But then as soon as that happened, I was pretty much back training and making sure that, this year I was able to play the best footy possible.
Yeah, and you did that. Now, I saw an article on you at the age of 15 when you were in Year 9 at Sacred Heart. Quite photogenic, aren't you? Okay, so this is what you said. One of the worst things is feeling like some of your mates are a bit jealous of you. It doesn't ruin friendships, but it just makes it feel uncomfortable. Bloody internet.
Mate.
You can't hide anything, can you?
Mate, I'll tell you this, and you might not believe this, but I get a bit of stick from my mates for that. I 100% never said that. And that was not even taken out of context, mate. That was just completely made up. Never said that once.
Okay.
Mate,
Now,
you're worse than my mates at school.
Now your mum was at the school. Well, mate, I know how that feels. My dad teaches at my school. I'm lucky because people like him. How does your mum go? And have you ever been in her class?
I have been in her class a couple of times. She doesn't teach me anymore. Right now she teaches at a school out in Salisbury. But no, it was interesting for the time being. It was pretty funny. She did teach me once or twice, and my mates had a good laugh at that. So yeah, no, it's I definitely know what you're saying, mate, about having one of your parents teaching you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, back to footy. You're a bolter in this year's draft, and for good reason. You're a quick running defender who breaks lines better than guerrilla warfare. And to go with that warfare, you have some handy weapons. What do you believe are your best traits?
Probably, like running, sort of, in terms of speed and being pretty fit. I think, like, my left foot's not bad, I hope. I like to think it goes all right. And sort of, I guess, reading the plays, kind of knowing sort of when to run off and when to stay back.
Yes, there's some handy attributes.
Thanks, mate. Appreciate it.
Now, you're still a touch light, and so much so, they don't let you play on windy days. I know how that feels. Do you think that is the next step as you approach the AFL, building up your body?
Yeah, definitely. Well, I mean, hopefully I can get the opportunity, and definitely one of the things that are on the top of my checklist is to get a little bit bigger. I remember one of the games I played in earlier this year where the other team kept calling me chopstick because I was so skinny. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't mind bulking up a bit.
Yeah, definitely. Your speed and damaging left foot is such a great combination. Add to that your ability to set up the play. Do you think with a bigger body you could move into the midfield, or is defending the thing?
Well, this year is actually the first year that I've actually played as a defender. I've been a midfielder before this, as like a wingman and on bowler, and this year for school footy I played on the ball. So, yeah, it's very different, obviously, to being a defender. But I do think backline is where I do my best footy. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, well, midfield's pretty good too. So, either way.
Yeah, it goes all right.
Yeah. Now, you're the son of former Demon and Tiger, Hayden Robins. He had 24 games in 3 years. He could really play, couldn't he? Has he told you that before? In fairness, he's got on Wikipedia, so that's pretty good.
Oh, mate, I hear it. I hear it all the time. He's constantly lips that one up. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say to that one. The answer is yes. I hear it a fair bit. Every time I muck up, he's happy to bring that one up.
Yeah, he probably would. Now, you've been compared to Basher Hooley. That's pretty good rap. He can play a bit. I think you're more like Jake Lloyd. Do you model your game on anyone? And who do you barrack for?
Well, I barrack for Melbourne because of my old man. But I was actually pretty happy because Basher Hooley is my mum's favourite player. So when that came out, she was pretty happy with that. I don't think there's sort of one that I sort of base my game around, but I do like to watch certain players and sort of take a few pointers. I think Tom Stewart from Geelong's definitely one of them. And yeah, you're right. Basher Hooley and Jake Lloyd are also ones that I definitely look at and take a few tips from.
Yeah, being like Basher Hooley wouldn't be bad.
No, definitely not, mate. He's pretty good.
He is. Now, you made your reserves debut in the last game of the season. That must have been a thrill. How did you go against the bigger bodies?
Yeah, well, it was a struggle because, as you've mentioned a few times, mate, I'm a bit of a light build. But no, it was good fun. We didn't get the win, but I definitely enjoyed going up level. And one of my best mates from Glenelg, Briley Holder, he came up with me for his first game as well. So we both had our debut together, and we both really enjoyed it. Yeah. Yeah,
it would have been a good experience. Now, I watched you in the All-Stars game, and you were impressive. What was it like playing against all of those up-and-coming stars? And did it give you confidence that you're up with them?
Yeah, it definitely was very humbling to be playing with such good players. The game itself was pretty difficult, but I did take a little bit of confidence away from it, knowing that I was capable of playing at the same level as those boys. But you know, all of them I've been playing against for Sandful and school footy for a few years now. So it wasn't terrain that I've never played in before. But yeah, it was good fun.
It sounds like good fun. So you read the play well, great mark, fantastic runner, good decision maker, dependable, composed, accumulates the ball, deadly left foot, short and long targets. Lucky you're not tall. No one would get near you. How much work have you done on that right leg?
That right foot, believe it or not, I actually do a fair bit of work on it. It just doesn't come out very often on game day. I do work on it a little bit. Always in the backyard or whenever I go down for a kick with my mates, always try and get on the right foot as much as possible. Because it's important to have 2 feet.
Yeah, it is important. Here's some different questions for you. If a cameraman walked into the room right now, how would they find it?
Right now, it's actually pretty tidy because me and Mum are obviously locked in. So we've I'm in my lounge room right now, and we've just made everything look relatively clean recently, which is a bit of a change. So yeah, I wouldn't mind a cameraman coming in right now.
Yeah, you have to cook for a first date. What's your go-to?
I have to cook.
Yeah.
Oh mate, something simple. I'd make I don't know. I'd make spaghetti bolognese. I reckon I'm pretty good on that one.
That'd be a pretty easy one to make, but still tastes pretty good.
Oh mate, that's the best way to do it. Tasty but simple.
Yeah, it is. If the Wiggles were playing, would you know their songs?
The Wiggles were playing. Maybe not. I don't know. That's not great for me because I used to be a pretty big Wiggles fan when I was a kid. But man, I reckon I can't remember too many of their songs. No. What about you? You got a few?
Oh, I know a few because I've got a younger sister who used to watch Wiggles as well. So I know.
Oh, yeah, good man. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I can't quite say I remember too many, which is actually I'm not real proud of that. I might have to get onto it.
Okay. You get to invite one person over for drinks. Who do you invite?
Drinks? Oh, mate, anyone right now. I'd have anyone over. Or what, like celebrity?
Yeah, anyone in the world.
Um, that's a great question, right? I reckon I'd probably invite Chris Hemsworth over because I reckon he's one of my favourite actors, and I was watching a movie on him just last night, so I might have to have him over for a few.
What movie? What movie did you watch?
Oh, it was on Netflix. It was called Extraction.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I know that
Yeah, it was a good. It was a good one.
one. If your mum said you were bad at something, what would she choose?
Oh, probably cleaning my room, doing all my homework.
That's what my mum would say.
Oh, mate, I reckon a lot of mums might be saying that about their sons.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not sure. I feel like those two would definitely be the main ones.
Yeah. If you had to play a superhero in any movie, who would you choose?
Um, Superhero. That's a great question because I'm a big superhero fan. Have you seen Shazam?
Yeah, I think I've seen a little bit of it.
Yeah, so that was one that came out just the other, like maybe a year or two ago, and I reckon I'd jump in that one.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
a fan of that one.
Well, Xavier, you're an exciting player, and I can see you breaking those lines, running hard to the attacking 50, and booming that left foot into the goal. I can imagine that kick sailing over the umpire's head, 3/4 of the way up. The crowd will erupt. What do you do next? Don't just stand there with nothing to do and undo all your good work. Turn to the crowd and give them the into the fire.
Oh, all right. I'll keep that one in my mind. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
you should. Do you want to give it a
That's a
try?
great. Wait, give me it one more time. All right, hang on. It's one of these ones.
Nice. Pretty
All
good.
right, I'll keep that one. I'll keep that one in the locker.
Definitely. It has been an absolute pleasure chatting to you today, Xavier. Great job on your year, and hopefully you can finish with the AFL spot. Good luck, mate.
I appreciate it, mate. Cheers. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. You too.